He was a genius when it came to making movies, but he had another passion, a dream of aviation. In his pursuit of designing the fastest plane, he decided to go all in and purchased an entire airline. One day, he was inspecting a newly built plane with the utmost precision. His obsession with details made every engineer in the room nervous. It was clear, working under a boss like him, it was only a matter of time before someone cracked. But surprisingly, none of the engineers did. And that's how he ended up with the world's fastest plane at the time. However, there was a problem. No pilot was brave enough to fly it. So, Howard Hughes decided to take matters into his own hands. The engineers repeatedly warned him. The fuel tank, designed for maximum speed, would only last for 2 laps. They urged him not to get too caught up in breaking records. But when Hughes climbed into the cockpit, those warnings quickly slipped from his mind. He gripped the controls, pushed the throttle to its limit, and the plane began to pick up speed. The wheels lifted off the ground smoothly, and as he passed the crowd, a strong gust of wind followed. The people watched in awe, fixated on Hughes as he made a slow turn and then pushed the throttle even further. When he crossed the speed checkpoint for the first time, the plane was going 339 kilometers per hour, 210 miles per hour. He knew it could go faster. He made another turn and tried again. The fact that he had already reached such a speed on his first flight was incredible, but Hughes wasn't satisfied. With determination, he powered through for a third attempt. By this point, the engine was overworked and the plane was shaking more than ever. He gripped the controls tightly, fighting to keep it steady. 352 kilometers per hour, 219 miles per hour, a new world record. Hughes soared joyfully into the sky, but trouble was ahead. The plane was running out of fuel. Before he could land, the fuel tank was empty and disaster seemed imminent. As the plane plunged toward the ground, panic set in. But Hughes, with his vast experience, remained calm. Just moments before impact, he yanked the controls back, guiding the plane into a glide and landing it in a field of crops. When the rescue crew arrived, Hughes was muttering to himself, "I can still go faster." That wasn't the end of his ambition. Now that he had created the world's fastest plane, why not aim even higher? What about making the biggest plane in the world? And so, the Hercules was born. If he managed to build this plane, he knew the military would hand him a massive contract. But then, the owner of Pan Am Airlines came to him with an offer to buy Hughes' company and monopolize the entire aviation industry.